Namaste children. Today in this session number 63, we are going to discuss about lines of symmetry of a line segment, a ray, a line and an angle, and lines of symmetry of a triangle, and also we are going to solve the problems from worksheet number 2 under the chapter symmetry. Children, in the last session, I had told you about what is line of symmetry. When do we get a line of symmetry? If this figure is considered, we get a line of symmetry when it is folded about the line, isn't it? When it is folded about the line and the two parts, first and second part of the figure coincide with each other. That means each part is going to coincide. They are going to overlap, we say. So when they are going to overlap, we get a line here. That line is called as line of symmetry. Now, line of symmetry we get in many such cases, like in ink dots, we have observed the line of symmetry. In punching the paper, by making the holes, we get the line of symmetry. And also in English alphabets, some of the alphabets we get two lines of symmetry, some of the alphabets we get only one line of symmetry, and some, especially the letter O or the circle, will be having many lines of symmetry, and some of the alphabets do not have any line of symmetry in English alphabets. Next is, we are going to discuss line of symmetry of a line segment, a ray, a line and an angle. Here, if this is a line segment, now if I want to fold this, if I want to just make it into half, how do I make it half, children? Making half by drawing a line. Suppose this line segment AB is 4 centimeter. The line segment AB is 4 centimeter. When I draw a line exactly in the middle, or if I fold this second part on the A part, then we can get, or we are dividing this line segment into two equal halves. This will be 2 centimeter, and if I take this point as O, then OA is 2 centimeter, OB is also 2 centimeter. So what do we observe here? When the line of symmetry is drawn to a line segment, this line of symmetry divides the line segment into two equal halves. So we call it as line of symmetry of a line segment is its perpendicular bisector. So what happens here? When we draw the line of symmetry to a line segment, this line of symmetry divides the line segment into two equal halves. Then we get an angle here. It will be exactly perpendicular, children. Here, this line of symmetry is perpendicular to the given line segment. So this line of symmetry, we call it as perpendicular bisector. But in case of ray, if you consider, we know in a ray, one of the point we have end point, but the other end is extending endlessly. Endlessly means it does not have any end. We don't have any limit here, so we can't draw the line of symmetry in case of a line. But in case of this is a ray, children. In a ray, in case of a line also, we don't have any limit here. In a line, both the ends are extending endlessly in both the directions. So we don't get any line of symmetry here. Only if you have any limits, then only you are getting the line of symmetry. In case of an angle, yesterday or in the last session, I was discussing about in an angle. If you draw the lines of symmetry, if I draw a line of symmetry for a given angle, suppose an angle here makes 60 degree. When I draw a line of symmetry, how do I draw the line of symmetry? Exactly to the half of this angle. So we get two angles, children, that is 30 degree and 30 degree. So what is this line of symmetry doing here? It is dividing an angle, the given angle, into two equal angles. So this line of symmetry, we call it as bisector of the angle of its axis. So this becomes the bisector. This line of symmetry is called now as the bisector. We know the word what is bisector or bisection, children. What does the bisector do here? It always divides the given angle into two equal angles. So here we come to know about two terms, that is, one is perpendicular bisector, the other one is bisector of the angle. Next we have lines of symmetry of a triangle. Now if I consider a triangle here, now this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Let us consider an isosceles triangle. What is an isosceles triangle, children? Isosceles triangle means, iso means two, we know. So what two sides are always equal in an isosceles triangle. Totally there are three sides in a triangle, but only two sides are equal. Such type of the triangle where the two sides are equal is said to be isosceles triangle. Now if I want to draw a line of symmetry, so what happens here? How do I draw a line of symmetry to the given angle here for angle A? So I draw the line of symmetry. Then what do you observe? You observe only one angle or one line of symmetry in an isosceles triangle. So if I draw here, what happens at angle A? If I draw the line of symmetry, when I fold it about the line, then each part is coinciding with the other part. But if I want to draw the line of symmetry here, this part, if I fold, it does not coincide. Okay, you should understand here, it does not coincide. This each part is not coinciding here. Some of the part is left out. So we get only one line of symmetry in an isosceles triangle. So we will learn more in about this line of symmetry in worksheet number 2, children. So in worksheet number 2, what is the question? Find the line of symmetry of any three line segments on the different sheets of paper. So here we have to find the line of symmetry, isn't it? So line of symmetry on different sheets of paper means, here we are going to consider suppose I'm going to draw the line, children, on this book. So when I draw the line here, you can take any measurement, children. Measurement is on the ruler, you have to take the ruler. You can take how many centimeter you want. Suppose here is a ruler 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to draw the line segment because we want totally 3 lines of symmetry. So I am going to draw here. So when I draw, I'll draw with the pencil, children. If I draw the line segment exactly of 4 centimeter, and I am calling this line segment as AB. Now you have to find the line of symmetry for this line segment. So how do we find the line of symmetry? You are going to take your compass. Okay, you have to fix the pencil to your compass, children. At the point B, I am going to draw one arc. You know what is an arc? It is a part of a circle. We are not going to completely draw the circle here. We are only going to mark an arc here. Now we are going to shift this fixed point on point A, and then we are going to cut this arc. Now what happens here? You can observe with the same measurement, we have to draw downside, children. We have to draw the downside one more arc. So you get two arcs here, and these two arcs has to be joined. So when you draw this or join these 2 points, call it as X and Y. When you're going to join these 2 points X and Y, you get a line of symmetry.
Ma'am, video is blur, ma'am.
Now you are going to get a line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. In this way, this is how many centimeter, children? 4 centimeter. Here I have drawn one line of symmetry for the line segment 4 centimeter. Now we can take one more line segment here, that is, I am going to draw the line here, little cross, children. By using my pencil, I am going to draw. Now how to draw the line of symmetry for this line segment PQ? The same procedure. We have to take more than half from your compass and then draw an arc up and down. At point Q, with the same measurement, cut these two arcs, children. Now you get 2 points here. Let me call them as X and Y. So you have to join this X and Y. So when you join this X and Y, you get the line of symmetry. So this line, we call it as line of symmetry. So when we are drawing the line of symmetry to a given line segment, what do we call this line of symmetry, children? We call it as perpendicular bisector, because it bisects the line into two equal halves, and also it makes an angle 90 degree. Here also it is making an angle 90 degree. So if I take one more line segment, children, totally we have to draw 3 line segments here. I'm going to draw one more line segment with the help of the pencil. What measurement, you can take any measurement and draw a line segment. And this line segment, I'm going to call it as MN. How to draw the line of symmetry for this given line segment means, at the point M, take more than half with the help of the compass and then draw 2 arcs, children, up and down, and shift this fixed point to point N and then cut the 2 arcs. You get again 2 points, call it as AB, and you have to join these 2 points. After you join the 2 points, you get a line of symmetry. So in a line segment, if you draw a line of symmetry, it is called as the perpendicular bisector. We know that. So in this way, we have drawn 3 line of symmetry of the line segments. Now, question number 2, children. Check if the dotted lines are the line of symmetry of the given line segments. We have to check. How to check, children, whether the given line segment has got a line of symmetry or not? By using the ruler or by simply observing also, we can say whether the given line of segment has got the line of symmetry. Children, here is a line segment of 5 centimeter. See how I have measured here. I think you can observe here. So now for line segment 5 centimeter, where should be the line of symmetry, children? Exactly half. That means somewhere here, isn't it? But you can observe here, this line of symmetry has moved or this line has moved a little left of middle, isn't it? So this can't be the line of symmetry, children. Therefore, in the first figure, we write the answer as no. Here you can write no. We do not get, or this dotted line does not represent the line of symmetry. But in case of second figure, children, exactly in the middle, you can just observe and tell it, or by using the ruler also, we can say that, see, exactly it is 4 centimeter, not actually 4, less than 4 centimeter. You can just observe it and say, children, that this is exactly in the middle. So this dotted line represents the line of symmetry. Therefore, we can write it as yes. What you do, children, you just in your textbook, using the help of the ruler, you just measure it. And this line of symmetry, which is in dotted line, it should be half of this measurement. You just check it, children. It will be half of this measurement. So we will write the answer as yes. Next is question number 3. Lines L and M are the lines of symmetry of the line segments. Here you have the dotted lines, isn't it? This is line L, and this is given in the question that these two lines are the line of symmetry. For which line segment? For line segment XY. This is the line segment XY, and for this line of symmetry is line L. Why it is called line of symmetry here? Because if XY is 10 centimeters, suppose, when I draw the line of symmetry, so each part will get two equal parts, isn't it? Each part will be 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So it is called as line of symmetry here. And here also, line M is a line of symmetry for the line segment YZ. Now, if XA is equal to 4 centimeter, here it is given, if XA is equal to 4 centimeter and YZ is equal to, YZ means from here to till here, from this point to this point, total it is 6 centimeter. We have to find how much is AY, this part we should find, and how much is YB and XZ. Where is XZ, children? From here to here. So we are going to find the first AY, children. AY, I think you can just observe and tell that AY is how much centimeter. Because line L is the line of symmetry for the line segment XY. So this line of symmetry divides the two or the given line segment into two equal halves. So one half is 4 centimeter, the other half is also equal, no? So this will be also 4 centimeter. Therefore, we got the answer AY is equal to 4 centimeter, children. Next, we have to find YB now. Now YB, how to find YB? Here, from Y to Z, the total length is given as 6 centimeter. When you draw the line of symmetry for the line segment YZ, this 6 centimeter is divided into two equal halves, isn't it? So BZ will be 3 centimeter and also YB will be also 3 centimeter. By observing only, we can write that. Now we want, first what we have found out, this is 4 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, and BZ is also 3 centimeter. Now, lastly, we have to find XZ from here to here. Let us find out about the line segment XZ by adding all the parts here. 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3 is 14. So, XZ is 14 centimeter. So, you can do this in your CW, children. I'm going to send the CW pic in the group, children. Next is question number 4. Find the line of symmetry of the following angles. On different sheets of paper. Here you have to use different sheets of paper in the sense in the book only we can draw. So what you have to draw? You have to draw the angle 60 degree, 150 degree and 45 degree. And then for this three angles, you have to draw the line of symmetry, children. So this one I am giving you as an activity. So you take it as homework, children. You try it at your home, and I'll discuss it later in the next session. So what you have to do in this main is you have to draw an angle 60 degree. I think you know how to draw an angle with the help of protractor as well as with the help of the compass in 6th standard. I prefer you to use compass, children. By using compass, you draw an angle 60 degree, 150 degree and 45 degree and make a line of symmetry for the angle. Okay, let us see how we will do. Next is question number 5. If dotted lines represent the lines of symmetry of the given angles, find x in each case. So now here, this dotted lines for this angle is a line of symmetry. So in an angle, what does the line of symmetry do? It divides the given angle into two equal halves. Now here the total angle is given as 80 degree. To find x, what we do? X is equal to half of this will be x. Half of 80 will be x. So 80 into 1 by 2 or 80 by 2 we do. 2 ones are 2 40s are. Therefore x is equal to 40 degree. Without cancelling only we can say that x will be half of 80. Half of 80 is how much, children? 40 degree. Next, in this figure, you can see that the half of the angle is given, children. Half is 55 degree. How much will be full? If this is the line of symmetry, then half of is 55. So x will be 2 times 55. So 2 times 55 is 110 degrees, children. So we write x is equal to 110 degrees. In this way, we find the value of x in the given figure, children. Question number 6. The dotted line represents the line of symmetry of the isosceles triangle ABC. Here is a triangle ABC, children, and it is given that ABC, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So, in an isosceles triangle, we find one line of symmetry. Now, according to the question, where AB is equal to AC, so it is given here AB is equal to AC. Now, we have to find if angle ABC is equal to angle ABC, in that angle ABC means angle B is equal to 40 degree and OB is equal to 4.5. OB, this is 4.5 centimeter. Only this part is given. So, if this is the line of symmetry, we can conclude that if OB is 4.5, how much will be OC? OC will also be 4.5 centimeter because this line of symmetry divides, isn't it? Then find angle BAO. We have to find angle BAO, children. We have to find BAO. Now, here we know according to the question, what we find here, we have to find angle BAO as well as you have to measure of, we have to find the measure of OC. What is the measure of OC we have to find. So these are the two questions given to us. First we have to find angle BAO as well as the side OC. Now, what I do here, it is 6th question, children. So 6th question, according to the question we have to go on writing here. What we have to find out is angle BAO. And what is given to us? It is given that AB is equal to AC. And OB is equal to, if this is a triangle, isosceles triangle, AB is equal to AC. It is given AB is equal to AC. And if this is the line of symmetry, then OB is given as 4.5 centimeter. And this angle is given as 40 degrees, children. So now we have to find angle BAO. To find angle BAO, how much is the angle BOA, children? Can you find out? So if this is a triangle, okay, A, B, O. In this, angle B is 40 degree. And we know according to the line of symmetry, this line of symmetry divides into two equal halves. So, and this will be perpendicular, isn't it? So this perpendicular means 90 degree. One is 90 degree, one is 40 degree. We have to find the other angle in a triangle. What is the property we are using here? We are using the property that is angle sum property. So according to the angle sum property, what we know? We know all the three angles, okay, added together should be equal to 180 degree. Angle A, angle B plus angle O, totally it should be 180 degree. How much is angle A here? BAO. Do we know? We don't know. So keep it as it is. Plus angle B is given, that is 40 degree. And angle O, we come to know that it is 90 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. Now angle BAO is equal to, or BAO plus 90 plus 40 is 130 degree is equal to 180 degree. Angle BAO is equal to 180 minus 130, which is equal to 50 degrees. In this way, angle BAO we find out and write it as 50 degree. Next, we have to find the measure of OC. How much will be OC, children? OC will be equal to, if OB is equal to 4.5 centimeter, then OB is 4.5, therefore OC will be also 4.5, children, 5 centimeter. Then after measuring OC, what do we find? We find OC is equal to 4.5 centimeter. Therefore, why it is 4.5 centimeter? Because OB is equal to 4.5 centimeter, and this is a line of symmetry. It has divided the given side line segment into two equal halves. Therefore, OC is also 4.5 centimeter. And you can also give the reason as this is an isosceles triangle, children. If the two sides, any two sides are equal, the base angles are also equal. Okay, and the sides, when the line of symmetry is drawn, each part is also equal. You can give the reason that the triangle is an isosceles triangle. In this way, we finish question number 6, children. So question number 7 and 8, 9 and 10, I'm going to discuss in the next session. Hope you have understood well. Thank you, children.